Hey everyone, there are hundreds, probably even thousands of job interview questions out there. But the most common of them is the question, what are your strengths? And in today's video, that's exactly what I'm going to talk about. I will give you four sample answers, and these sample answers are going to apply to you whether you are a fresh graduate and you don't have a job experience, or you have a job experience, but it's not related to call center. Let's begin. It's simple, really. The interviewer simply wants to know what you can offer to the company, the positive thing that you can bring to the company. So that means this is not the time to be modest. This is the time that you have to advertise yourself, to sell yourself. This is a time that you have to highlight your skills, your ability to do the job. Another thing, this is not the time to be vague. You need to be as specific as possible. You can't just say, I'm hardworking, I'm diligent, and then leave it at that. No. You have to be as specific as you can. And the third thing is, you want to make sure that the skill and the strengths that you are telling your interviewer are strengths that are related to a call center setting, the skills that will prove useful in a call center workplace. So when you're preparing your answer to this question, make sure that you are meeting these three criteria. So now your question might be, how the heck do I create an answer so that it's powerful, specific, and call center related? And for that, I have 3 steps for you. These steps will help you create an answer that really relates to you, that is unique to yourself, and not just a copy of anyone else. Let's begin. The first step would be to brainstorm your hard and soft skills. So what I want you to do is to get a pen and paper, make 2 columns. The first column will be the hard skills, and the second will be your soft skills. Now, you might be asking, what the heck is hard and soft skills? Let me explain. Hard skills are the skills that you learn by repetition, practice, and education. A good example of that is when you learn how to speak a language. That is a hard skill. When you learn how to code, when you study computer programming, learn how to code and you get a certificate for it. That's basically the skill that you don't know before, but by repeating and constantly practicing, you acquire that skill. And most of the time, you even get a certificate for it, a certificate of completion, like a diploma or a certificate of employment. So your job experience is also a hard skill. For example, you were a previous call center agent or you had an experience in customer service or sales. Those are hard skills. They are concrete and objective skills. You go to school, attend a class, or undergo a job experience to acquire them. So those are hard skills. Now, soft skills, on the other hand, are subjective skills, unlike hard skills. They are behavioral. They are related to personality. You don't really get a certificate for them. You kind of just acquire them naturally by yourself. For example, you are really good at talking to people. You are good at dealing with different types of personality. You just have a knack for making people at ease when you're talking to them. So that is a soft skill. You don't really get a certificate or credential for it. You just know how to do it. Soft skills could also be the positive way that you think or behave at work. For example, approachable, friendly, assertive, relentless, detail-oriented, great listener, work well in groups, effective communicator, work well under pressure. These examples that I'm showing you are soft skills that are specifically useful in a call center workplace, especially being a great listener. It's going to be a struggle for you. And now that you have brainstormed and listed down all your hard skills and soft skills, it is now time to pick hard skills and then pick the corresponding soft skills. You would be fine with one hard skill and one soft skill, or one hard skill with two or more soft skills. It really depends on how you phrase your answer. But you would already be good if you have one hard skill and one soft skill. That's fine. What you want to make sure though is that your hard skill should complement your soft skill, meaning they should match. For example, if your hard skill is your experience in customer service, then it makes sense that you pick the soft skill able to work under pressure, or that you're a great listener. These soft skills are the result of your experience in the customer service industry. So it makes sense that you combine them in your answer. So this will just make your answer stronger, more powerful, more compelling for the interviewer, and more credible for her to believe. Again, you also want to make sure that the soft skills and the hard skills are useful or related to the call center industry. And then once it's done, proceed to step 3, which is to combine the hard skill and soft skills in your answer and then formulate your answer based on those skills. So, for example, you have one hard skill, your experience in customer service. And then you have 2 soft skills, able to work under pressure and attentive listener. So here's my sample answer for that. I believe one of my greatest strengths is my ability to work even under pressure. Having worked in customer service, I fully know that this job could be stressful at times and that I won't only be dealing with smiling, happy customers, but also with irate and frustrated ones. In my 3 years of experience, I've probably dealt with almost all types of customers. I'm also an attentive listener, and by attentive listening, I mean I listen not only to the words that the customers are saying, but also to the words that they are not saying. The nonverbal cues, the tone of voice, the pauses, they're equally important when it comes to dealing with customers efficiently, and I'm fully equipped to handle that. What I like about this answer is when the applicant said that she is able to work efficiently even under pressure, she's supporting that answer by saying that she knows that customer service is not only about talking to happy and smiling customers. It's also sometimes talking to irate and frustrated ones. This means that she fully understands the job description and she knows what to expect from the job. So this is great because you're showing the interviewer that you know exactly what you're getting into. Another thing is when she said that she is an attentive listener, she defined what attentive listening means. She said that attentive listening for her does not only mean listening to the words that the customer is saying. For her, it also means listening to the nonverbal cues, the tone of voice, the pauses, and the other indication that the customer is trying to tell you something without expressing it into words. So that's what I like about it because it's giving the interviewer a clear vision, a clear explanation, showing the interviewer that the applicant is able to support her answer by defining what attentive listening is for her and how exactly she understands the nature of the job. So for me, this is a great answer if your hard skill is your experience in customer service. So based on our 3 criteria previously, this answer is powerful, specific, and related to call center. So this is a big check. For example, you had an experience in sales and you want to highlight that as your hard skill. So then it would make sense that your soft skills would be something like being relentless or strategic. Relentless is someone who doesn't give up that easily. And strategic is when you are approaching a problem logically, you're approaching a challenge in a strategic way. So these soft skills make sense for someone who had an experience in sales. And here would be my sample answer. I am relentless and strategic, and I owe that to my experience in sales for 3 years. In my previous job as a salesman, when a potential customer said no, it was my rule to not take it as a final no. Instead, I looked for opportunities to make the customer say yes. You would be surprised at how many customers can actually be influenced when you exert that extra effort. every time a customer says no, but I hear some hesitation in her voice, I take that as a cue to push a little harder. Instead of taking that hesitant no as a final no, I change gear and ask the customer about her concerns about the product that I'm selling. The goal is to get her talking so I can listen to her, then I can gauge exactly what type of person she is, what motivates her, and how I can influence her best. Most of the time, it works. Your company might be a little different from the company I was working for, but I'm confident that the skill I acquired is universal and can be applied to your company to close deals and skyrocket your sales. Again, what I like about this answer is that it's powerful, it's specific, and it is related to the job that the applicant is applying for, which is a sales account or an upsell account. So, as you heard, the applicant claimed that he is relentless. And in his answer, he defined what relentless meant to him. So, as you heard, he said that when a customer tells him no, he doesn't take that as a final no. So that is being relentless, not giving up easily. He also claimed that he is strategic. And by strategic, it meant for him that instead of accepting a no as a final no, he makes the customer talk so that he would know what motivates the customer and how he will be able to sell his product better by knowing the customer better. So this is a great sample answer if you are applying in sales or upsell accounts. And now we proceed to the more challenging task. What if you're a fresh graduate or you just have no job experience? What are you going to answer to the interviewer? Well, in this case, I don't think you have to worry much about highlighting your hard skill. You went to school, of course, you have a hard skill, which is the course that you studied in school. But if there is no way for you to relate that hard skill, that degree that you studied in school to the job of a call center agent, then that's fine. You don't have to. Your interviewer already knows that you have that course, you studied that degree, so you don't have to highlight that again. All you have to do is to just focus on your soft skills. That's fine. The thing about soft skills is they are versatile. They can be very useful in any workplace. For example, you know how to deal with different types of personality. That is a great soft skill. Anywhere you go, whatever workplace that you're going to be in, your ability to deal with people well is going to be really useful. Even if you're not going to be working in a call center, anywhere, knowing how to deal with people well is a great soft skill. So if that is your soft skill, then you don't have to worry too much if you don't have a hard skill to highlight. Just focus on that soft skill and you will be fine. Because in the call center training, they are going to teach you the hard skill. Your goal is to just repeat it until it comes naturally to you and until you acquire the hard skills, which are taking calls and talking to customers, pulling up the accounts, and helping them with their concerns. Those are hard skills. But without soft skills, it's going to be harder for you to work. So let's say that your soft skill is that you work well with any personality type and you work well in a team. And here's my sample answer. One of my strengths is my ability to get along possibly with all types of personalities. I have a knack for making a shy person feel at ease, as well as matching the energy of a very outgoing person or even dealing with a difficult person. As a result, I work well in a team and have no problem submitting to a superior. I believe this is useful in customer service, where I'll be talking to different types of people over the phone. This particular soft skill of you knowing how to deal with different types of people is very crucial in customer service in the call center, because first, you're going to be dealing with your customers, you're going to be dealing with your superiors, with your team lead, with your account manager, and with your co-employees. So everywhere you go, even if you don't have a hard skill, you're going to be fine in a call center. They will teach you the hard skill and you will learn them pretty soon. And my fourth sample answer would be for applicants who have a degree that is somehow related to call center. For example, you have a mass communication background. Maybe you finished the degree, maybe you graduated, or maybe you didn't. It's fine. It's still a great hard skill. The thing about having a mass communication background is you probably already have a great foundation of skills to work in a call center. So that is exactly what you're going to highlight in your answer. And here's my sample answer. So your hard skill is mass communication background, and your soft skill is that you are an effective communicator and you are also great at PR or public relations. Here would be my sample answer. I always pride myself as an effective communicator. I guess that's partly because of who I am and partly because of the degree I studied in college. As a mass communication student, I learned how to communicate clearly and effectively in any type of medium, be it email, face to face conversations, or over the phone, which all apply in a call center workplace. In my field, we're also taught the art of public relations, something that I think could be very useful when it comes to promoting the relationship between the account and the customers. I think I could use what I've learned from school and apply it as a reliable foundation for this job. So, again, it is powerful, it is specific, and it's related to a call center workplace. So, when she said that she is an effective communicator, she defined what effective communication means to her. It means being able to speak clearly and effectively, be it email, face to face conversation, and over the phone. So that's great because these are the ways that you're going to be communicating once you work in the call center. She also highlighted her studies about public relations by promoting the relationship between the account and the customers, because that's basically what you're doing when you're a customer service representative. You're basically promoting the relationship of the brand and the customers, and you want to make a positive relationship between them. And you are the representative for that brand to make sure that the customers are going to buy from the brand. So, this is a great way if you have a hard skill that you think could be related closely to a call center workplace. But if you don't, then you might want to use the third example I gave you. And then my next video will be about how to answer any job interview question in the future. Because obviously, I can't talk about every single job interview question and then give you sample answers. That would be really impossible because there are hundreds, probably even thousands, including the variations for each job interview question. So what I'm going to do next time is to guide you on how to answer a job interview question in your own words, because I can't discuss every single question that interviewers ask during the interview. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to show you the how to answer any job interview question in a way that will be favorable to you. It will be more like, instead of giving you the fish, I'm going to teach you how to fish, kind of thing. So if you want more videos like this, then make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.